This lesson will describe how to produce catch and effort maps using the mapping reporting function of Toughman. This reporting feature allows the user to produce maps showing the distribution of either catch or effort as circles or pies, depending on the selection criteria. The maps are produced automatically in MapInfo. The size of the circles is proportional to the effort or catch selected to map. This type of map provides a visual indication of where effort or catch was concentrated for the selected gear, fleet, and time period. Please review the lesson on selecting parameters to produce maps before producing these maps. In addition, before producing these maps, you should be aware that the source of the data is collected and entered log sheets. The coverage of the log sheets may not be 100%. You should use the appropriate data quality reports to identify and try to resolve any data gaps before producing these map reports. Use the steps in section 2 of the paper TDW2 WP01 Methods for Estimating Annual Catches to obtain an indication of data coverage level, and this should be included in the caption of the map wherever included in a report or document. Note that paper TDW2 WP01 can be downloaded from the SPC website. The longline catch and weight data in this report has been raised from available unloading data using the respective Toughman post-entry processing option. Refer to the section describing how the unloadings data are used to adjust the log sheet reported catches. Note that this is relevant for the longline fishery only. If you are entering data only for your EEZ, then it is important to indicate in the caption of the report that the report only represents data for the EEZ only, since data outside the EEZ have not been entered. To produce the map, click on the reporting button in the main menu. Then click on the mapping button in the reporting menu. Here we'll select map number 1, which is map of catch and effort source logbooks. We will look at two examples here. For this first example, the parameters used to select the criteria for this map are gear. We'll select purse seine. For nationality, we'll select the national fleet. For time, we'll select 2007, year and quarter. Area, we'll select the finer 1 degree by 1 degree squares. Map fields, we'll select effort, and for our map title, we'll put in 2007 effort. Click on Produce Map, which will open MapInfo and produce our 4 maps, one corresponding to each quarter of the year. We'll just separate those maps out so we can clearly compare the 4 quarters. Each map represents the effort for a quarter of the year. The amount of effort is represented by the size of the circle, as indicated in the legend on the right of the screen. In this example, we can see that there was greater effort in the fishery in the second quarter of 2007. Okay, for our second example, we'll select the gear type longline. Again, we'll leave it with the national fleet. We'll select the year as 2007 and we'll aggregate that by year only. We'll go for a coarser coverage of 5 degree by 5 degree squares, and we'll select catch and weight for all species. Our map title will be 2007 catch and weight for all species, and we'll produce that map. Just expand the map so we can see it clearly. The map shows pies, with the size of each slice of the pie corresponding to the proportion of catch of that species, according to the legend on the right, which shows you the corresponding colours for each species. In this example, you can see that the majority of the catch in weight is made up of big eye tuna, which is dark blue, followed by yellowfin, which are green, blue marlin, the light blue, and albacore, which are red. Catch and effort maps provide a useful way of presenting information on the distribution of catch and effort of fleets licensed to fish in your tuna fishery. The report can be used to report briefs to ministers, heads of departments, and the WCPFC Scientific Committee, consultants, or during access negotiations to show where catch effort was concentrated or where there have been trends over time. Typically, this report shows the difference in catch within your EEZ compared to outside, although you must be careful to check whether you are entering EEZ data only or not, and indicate this on the report. That completes this lesson.